Picture this. Your alarm goes off. You open your eyes, ready to conquer the day, and you finally sit up in bed. But suddenly, the entire bedroom starts spinning around you. You feel lightheaded, unsteady, and completely wiped out, even though you just slept for full 8 hours. It feels like you're stepping off a dangerous roller coaster, but you haven't even left your mattress yet. If you are regularly experiencing this terrifying morning dizziness, I have some good news and some very bad news for you. The good news is you are definitely not losing your mind, and you're not alone. But the bad news? Your body is screaming a warning signal at you, and if you keep ignoring it, you might be setting yourself up for a major medical emergency. Today, we are skipping the boring textbook lectures and having a real, honest chat about what is actually happening inside your head while you sleep. We are unlocking the hidden, surprising reasons for morning vertigo, a deadly hydration mistake you're probably making before bed, and how a tiny, invisible problem inside your ears could be throwing your entire life off balance. Stick around, because the last reason we will discuss is a silent, middle-of-the-night trigger that most people over 50 completely miss until it is too late. Let us get real for a second. When you wake up dizzy, your first instinct is probably to blame your pillow or assume you just slept in a weird position, right? Well, biologically, it goes much deeper than that. The first major culprit is something called orthostatic hypotension. That is a fancy medical term for a sudden, aggressive drop in your blood pressure. Think about it. Your body has been lying perfectly flat and completely still for 7 or 8 hours. Your heart rate is slow, and your blood is pooling quietly in your torso. The exact second you jump out of bed too fast, gravity instantly pulls all that blood down toward your legs. For a brief, dangerous moment, your brain gets starved of oxygen and fresh blood. Boom! Instant dizziness. It is like your cardiovascular system is experiencing a temporary power outage because you rushed it. But let us say your blood pressure is totally fine. What else could it be? This brings us to a massive mistake almost everyone makes, the ultimate silent dehydration trap. Think about your evening routine. You have dinner, maybe watch some TV, and go to sleep. For the next 8 hours, you are breathing out moisture with every single exhale and maybe even sweating under heavy blankets. You are losing fluids constantly, but you aren't putting anything back in. By the time 6 a.m. rolls around, your blood volume has actively shrunk because you are dehydrated. Thicker, sluggish blood means your heart has to work twice as hard to pump oxygen up to your brain when you stand up. If your morning dizziness goes away after drinking a big glass of water, congratulations, your brain was just desperately parched. Now, let us talk about something a bit more mysterious and honestly, kind of creepy. It is an issue hidden deep inside your inner ear called BPPV. Inside your ears, you have tiny, microscopic calcium crystals that help your brain understand balance and gravity. They act like your body's internal GPS. But sometimes, as we age, or due to a minor bump, these tiny crystals break loose and float into areas where they do not belong. When you turn your head or sit up in the morning, these displaced crystals roll around, sending chaotic, conflicting signals to your brain. Your eyes think you're staying still, but your inner ear is screaming that you're falling off a cliff. This massive sensory confusion is what triggers that sudden, violent spinning sensation. But what if the danger is happening while you are completely unconscious? This is where we need to look at a silent nighttime trigger, sleep apnea. If you snore heavily or wake up choking for air in the middle of the night, your brain is actually experiencing repeated, terrifying drops in oxygen levels while you sleep. This chronic oxygen deprivation stresses your nervous system, spikes your morning cortisol, and leaves your brain completely exhausted and dizzy the moment you open your eyes. It is not just poor sleep, it is a serious metabolic strain. So, how we fix this before it ruins another morning? The routine is actually incredibly simple. First, never, ever jump straight out of bed. When you wake up, sit on the edge of your mattress for 60 seconds first. Give your blood pressure a chance to stabilize. Second, keep a large glass of filtered, room temperature water on your nightstand and drink it before your feet even touch the floor. Finally, If the room continues to spin violently every time you turn your head, skip the internet self-diagnosis and go see an ear, nose, and throat specialist to check those inner ear crystals. Your mornings should start with energy, not a spinning room. Listen to your body's warning signs, protect your hydration, and take control of your sleep health. If this casual, honest breakdown helped you understand your morning dizziness today, please hit the like button, share this video with a friend who always wakes up tired, and subscribe for more real, no-nonsense health talks every single week. Sleep well, stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next video.